Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great week so far, and welcome to this new video right here on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update on the technicals. There's a lot to be said about the technicals, a lot of positive things, to be fair. And we'll talk about the fundamentals. Obviously, right now the US government is in shutdown, which is not great, but I think I've said this in the weekend as well. I did some research on shutdowns historically for financial markets, right? Because obviously we haven't had that many shutdowns. I think the last one was, I'm not completely sure, maybe a short one in 2023, but outside of that, it was something like 2018 and 2019. When obviously, I think the price action of Bitcoin has evolved a lot since that time. So you cannot simply compare what happened back then to right now and then assume that Bitcoin is going to do the same. But I have to say that, historically during government shutdowns in the United States, the financial markets actually don't really react uniformly. Like sometimes the financial markets don't care at all. Sometimes we see some de-risking going into that. I have not found an example yet, or maybe one time that it happened in the last 25 years. Where we actually saw bearish momentum during the shutdown, right? So at this point of time, I'm not too worried, all right? And if we take a look at, if we take a look at Zen, that's doing absolutely amazing. But if we take a look at the S&P 500, yes, we've had a bit of a pullback, but ultimately it is still in an uptrend, right? So there's not something to be very worried about. And the volatility index, there is some unrest, and unrest is on the rise, which is not great for crypto. But it's not that high that I would say, all right, well, that's a reason for a lot of concern. I mean, obviously, this is something to watch, right? And obviously, this is something I will keep an eye on as well, and I will keep you updated on as well. But at this point of time, I would say we can expect Bitcoin to continue to move as normal. That doesn't mean that we're going to be bullish necessarily, but as normal, yes. Now, talking about news today, I'm not certain. We do have some economic data coming out today with the ADP employment change in the manufacturing PMI. I'm not certain whether that's going to be released, right? So I'll probably cover that during my middle of the day market update later today. But okay, so if we take a look at Bitcoin, I mean, honestly, I can only be positive about Bitcoin. First of all, fundamentally, I think it's good to know that Wednesday historically is a very good day for Bitcoin. If you take a look at the last month, you can see that Wednesday is by far the best day. And I think if you take a look at the last 3 months, it's also the best day. All right. So historically, and that has proven to be quite right for a very long time. So I don't see any reason why we would expect otherwise right now. I mean, obviously, yesterday we had a phenomenal reaction ultimately to the 30-day rolling VWAP and the fair value gap we left during the move on Monday. So that's good news. And then right now, what you can see right here is that we are compressing against the 90-day rolling VWAP. Which is the most important resistance level right now. That's around 115,000, bit of a psychological level, but also the 90-day rolling VWAP and a fair value gap. And the fact that we're getting strong reactions from support and that we are compressing against that level in combination with Wednesday being historically a good day makes me think that everything is looking almost too good to be true, right? But I have to tell you, I mean, based on the data and based on what we can observe, I have to tell you, I think it's most likely we're going to rally up higher, right? I mean, we have some fair value gaps. We have some imbalances still between 116 and 117,500. So let's keep that as a price target for now. That seems most likely. I don't see any fundamentals going against that. I think technicals are confirming that. So we can certainly still pull back into the 30-day rolling VWAP a bit more often. I would say even a spike down into 111,500 would be fine. Although we do need to get a very strong reaction then, right? So it would be fine. It would not be the end of bullish momentum, but it would be it would be a major test, right? So ultimately, what I expect for right now, let's keep it a little bit conservative, is consolidation. But I do think with this compression and with the strength we're seeing right now, we can break out and rally up higher short term for now. And then at 116 and 117,000, we'll talk again about whether we can rally up higher or not. It's going to be interesting, but I'll talk to you about that later. So for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.